everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgee Gamer here with episode 4 of our Let's Play of Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, the retro classic point-and-click adventure game. Before we get into it, you'll notice a couple of aesthetic changes for this episode. Gone is the webcam. Just getting some feedback. Well, I reviewed the videos myself, got some feedback on Discord, and had a look at a couple of other channels covering this kind of game, and kind of came to the conclusion that the webcam is not necessary. I think there were too many points where there's dialogue in the game, or we're trying to figure out puzzles, and I'm not talking, and then it's just having my handsome face on camera is probably too distracting for the viewers. So we'll see how it goes with this. Let me know any comments in the feedback. So anyway, we're about to start one of those extra parts of the director's cut. We're back with Nico, so in this revamped version of the game she has more of an active role rather than just sitting in here at a desk answering telephone calls from George all the time. So we're going to pick this up right away and solve the next part of Nico's mystery.
I was beginning to hate the phone. All it brought me was bad news.
Even George, huh?
My old table had seen better days. I was beginning to know how it felt.
Okay. Self-burn there.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
Handsome chap.
No messages for me.
Whoa, very dramatic music there, Nico. Right, she seems to have a camera set up. Okay, thanks, we'll switch that off for now. She seems to have a camera set up to spy on her neighbours. Anyway, I think all there is for us to do here... Oh, there's one more thing to look at over here, and then she's got a washing hammock hung up in the middle of her apartment as well. Nico, what are you doing?
Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
Okay. We'll let the music go away. So we're out on the Parisian streets now. What do we have to look at here? Okay.
It was my neighbour, the so-called psychic.
The so-called psychic. Well, let's go and chat to the so-called psychic, knitting away at her flower stand, and see what she says.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
Better watch it, Nico. Okay. Ooh, so this is the cousin.
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it
Really?
was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir,
Look at Nico's face. She is not impressed. Okay. Let's have a look what we find this way. Okay, so we got the map of Paris. What places have we got? We've got the cafe, we've got the Carchon residence, and Rougerie. I guess that's where we are. Let's head back to the cafe. Nicole hasn't really investigated the scene of the crime yet.
There was a small door set into the entrance gates, but nothing to say who lived there.
Yeah, we can kind of see that already.
The door was locked.
Alright. Nothing left in the toolbox, because George already took care of that.
It was the kind of ancient phone beloved of French workmen. I was surprised they still use them. I didn't need to call anyone.
Well, if you say so, Nico, let's move on and investigate the scene of the crime.
The workman looked about as eager and helpful as your average road digger.
Maybe he is our average road digger. I'd have to go back to episode 1. Episode 3. Sorry, episode 3 to check that out.
Could I
check
ask
it
you
out
some
in
questions?
the link.
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
Okay, so we're going to ask
Tell me,
first.
are you related to the workman I
About
saw
the workman?
digging the hole?
Workman digging hole.
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
So that
Well,
tip
it's
came
his
off, huh?
money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
So he's the Mario to our Luigi.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a
Nico's
minute
sweet
to do
talking
my
in here.
hair.
Sweet talking him to get her way into the cafe, I think. He's taking his time doing his hair, isn't he? At least he's got hair to do up. Okay, take your time, sir. We're in no rush. Okay, I think we have to start talking
Hello?
to him again.
Yes.
Right.
I need to take some more pictures.
Of course. My pleasure. Just give me a moment.
Oh no, she was
Hello?
taking more pictures. Alright, good, we interrupted
Yes.
him this time. Right. Can we ask him about any of these?
Do you know this man?
He looks like a nasty piece of work. I had an uncle who was with the fascists, but we never talk about him.
What happened to him?
How should I know? We never talk about him.
Okay, makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Look at this secret message.
Very nice. But it's not secret now, is it? It's just a message.
Very practical, this guy.
He wouldn't be interested in a substitution cipher.
Okay. Let's show him your
What do you
famous
think
crushed
of my
shell.
shell case?
Are you in the scrap business?
Of course not.
Pity. I've got some rubbish just like that I need to get rid of.
I love it in these games when you show them these bizarre
Have you
items.
ever seen anything like this?
What do you think I am? A plumber?
Completely
He
irrelevant.
wouldn't be interested.
Okay.
Do you like this cuffing?
But you
It's
think he
the
would
kind
be
of
interested
thing
in the
you
elephants?
pick up for a couple of euros at Les Puces de Saint-Ouen.
I should write that down. If I visit Paris again in the future, I'll go there for cheap elephant
Do you
souvenirs.
recognize this?
That is the key to a safe. A Warren Special, if I'm not mistaken.
Warren a special, alright.
Take a look at this.
I don't like laissez hankies. They scratch my nose.
I can
I
see how
see.
that must be a problem for you.
Oh, Nico.
Would you like this
Insulting the
circlet?
workman.
What do you take me for? Some kind of a pervert?
How does taking a haircut
You
make
see
you a
this
pervert?
ticket?
Are you trying to bribe me?
No.
I don't blame you, of course. Good-looking fella like me.
Have the
Anyway,
police finished with the crime scene?
What
let's
does
just
it
get on
look
with
like?
it, shall we?
I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
So the body's been removed?
I certainly hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
Why don't we check for you?
I need to take some...
Of course. My pleasure. Just give me a moment.
Okay,
The
maybe while
police
he's
have removed the
distracted.
body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
While he's distracted, we slip in. Alright, so let's see, what have we got here? Over by the mirror. I remember George had a sneaky look in the mirror, didn't he? Back in episode 3.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap.
Okay, we didn't
From
spot
this
this
angle,
before.
I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes. Behind the table were some damaged pipes. Voila!
I thought we were going to have to
Police
break the
and
pipes or
forensic
something
teams
like
had
that.
missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
Right, let's have a look at that pouch of yours.
On
then.
the pouch was the cross. Inside the pouch were two items.
Okay.
A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Ooh, another coded letter puzzle. Our
Another
favourites.
coded message using the same
We
cipher
came across one of these in episode
system.
2, of course. Check
Lantard
out the link.
was involved with Carchon.
So we've got to match these letters up. So last time, the whole key to cracking it was we found a single letter to represent A. But this time, no such luck. No such luck. So I am thinking... We had names last time, didn't we? We had names last time. Pierre and Yamada, I remember being the names. Let's have a look. Is there anything here that's got enough letters to fit Pierre? I think we got one here, so I'm just going to take a gamble on that. So let's pick that letter and go for a P. Give me a P, please, Bob. Then let's move on to the next letter and see if that's an I, if it makes sense. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Here you are. I. Ah, look. We've got it appearing twice. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the name. So, yes. And then these... Well, oh, yeah, I must have cancelled the I somehow. Excuse me while I just fix that. And then this loop thing here must be an R. Okay, well, that goes off to a good start. Right. So we've got here, we've got an E with one letter in front of it. It's the start of a new sentence, so it wouldn't be me. I'm guessing it's going to be he. So where is that symbol? Let's turn that into an H. There we go. Right, we've got a couple of others here with an E on the end. So it could be me, could be B, could be we. Maybe come back to that a bit later. We've got Pierre. We've got an apostrophe, so I'm guessing after the apostrophe we must have an S. Okay, that makes sense. Because we've got a she now. Okay, we've got she, rees, worries. Worries would make sense. So let's get a W, and let's get, where is it? There we go. An O. Okay, she worries. She worries. What would make sense after that? She worries me. She worries me. Okay. So if we go back now, so we've got whatever that word is, Pierre. Okay. Oh, I think that's got to be murderer, hasn't it? So let's make that a U, and let's make the next one a D. Murderer must. It must be must. Must have. Okay, good. Must have. I'm going with followed for that, so that'll be an F. And this symbol here will be followed trail from and. Okay, so that's an N. So Arno. So Plantard is the first name. Pierre. Going back there, that must be a K. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and what was this? Yamada. Yamada. He will for us. He will come for us now. There we go. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Vigilant. It's a good thing I know how to spell, isn't it?
Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence.
Imelda.
Plantard
You were right to
was
suspect her,
working for
Nico.
her and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap?
And she
Or
knows we broke into the
maybe he
safe.
was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Well, you shouldn't kill for it. Okay, so we've got our message. What else was in the pouch? This.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel, in the room below the conciergerie.
Okay, so we've got the metallic artifact. Good. What else have we got in this cafe here?
There was nothing of interest beyond some bloody debris.
Does she mean debris covered in blood, or does she mean bloody debris? So we've already looked at the mirror. Everybody's much beloved waitress is gone. I guess the only place that leaves for us to go is outside.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough.
And there was
And
no
found
need
the
for the
evidence the
sexist
police had
comments.
missed.
Come on, workmen. You're letting the reputation of workmen everywhere down. Can she go this way? Doesn't look like it, so I guess off we go. So, I think there were clues when we looked at
The
that.
strange metal artifact I found in
Yes,
Plantard's
with the metal
pouch
artifact.
had pointed back to the quayside.
That's just where I was going to go, Nico. Okay, we've made it. In we go then. Hopefully it's still unlocked. And we don't have to faff around with... Maybe, Nico, you shouldn't have left it, like, unlocked this much. Because, you know, anyone could walk in. But I guess, yeah, they don't have a crushed shell casing, do they? So, you know. But we do. There we go. Classic bit of ancient security system hacking. Then we put this in here, didn't we? Oh, there we go. So we'll put that in there, and that's going to open up the other passage for us. Ah, good. We don't have to get the shell casing back this time. So I'm guessing this time, where was that thing we picked up? That must be the way in to the safe. Because of course we thought we were looking for a way to open this last time, but we couldn't find one. So there we go, Nico. You stick it in, and what have we
Plantard's
got?
key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
Okay, the plot thickens. What do we have here? So,
A photograph had been torn up.
ooh, mystery torn up photo. Anything else of interest in there?
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Okay, bit of a jigsaw puzzle coming up. So, to move a fragment, move the mouse pointer over it. When the pointer turns to a hand icon, click and press the mouse button to drag the fragment to the appropriate position. Fragments must be arranged so that the whole of the photograph fits within the available space. Alright, so that looks like a piece that must go down. That looks like a piece of shirt or trouser. Obviously got a piece of a face there, so
Oh
we
my
can put that
God.
there.
It can't be.
It can't be what? Can't be a face? I think it is. Okay, let's put some of these side pieces together. Oh, I accidentally clicked two of the pieces together there. Does that fit? Yes, it does. Does that fit? Yes. Okay, so that's the last bit of the face. Much easier than the jigsaw puzzle, I'll tell you that. Okay, that doesn't seem to quite fit where I wanted it to, but that does. Alright, that fits. Not sure about that bit. That must go somewhere up top. That doesn't fit there. Okay, good. We're getting somewhere now. No, that's not somewhere we want to be yet. Okay, got two pieces that fit together there. Okay, that must fit in there. There we go. Seemed so easy in the beginning. Started off like a house on fire. Ah, et voila. Suddenly it's all starting to come together, the pieces of the puzzle. Okay, there we go, we got that gent's shirt on. That fits in there nicely. Okay, we got the side of the face. Who is this chap? I think I've got a piece in the wrong place there, that's why. Ah, that's more like it. Okay, let's move all these pieces up. There we go, it's all starting to fit together. So I'm guessing this is the other half of that photograph we found in episode 2. Okay, it's all coming together nicely now. There we go. Because we have to see this through to its full conclusion. The game won't let us advance just having identified the face.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
Your father?
Papa? Oh, God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything. But not this. My father. The one person in the whole world who I truly admired. Standing with Crachon, while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father. Grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it.
I don't know that he was really grinning.
I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
Oh yes, the old Stobbard charm. So here we go. Nico slowly trips us back to her apartment. We never found her cousin, did we? And later that afternoon is where we're going to leave it. We're obviously coming back to George's part of the story now, as the truck goes past. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that quick playthrough of the extra Nico chapter. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgee Gamer. See you for more Broken Sword soon.